who wander are lost. Two years ago, I was told I was too young and not ready to manage professors at a university. But let's go back for a moment. I was a curious kid growing up. I loved everything. I was part of the Red Cross, I was part of the Habitat for Humanity, I did cosmetology, I did dancing, I did boxing, I did skydiving, then I went back, did some more martial arts. What else did I do? I tried pole dancing classes, I took Bible study, they kind of balanced each other out. But of course, having so many interests and liking so many different things was also very confusing in high school when I had to choose what I wanted to be. What schools did I apply to? What careers did I go into? I figured out that I loved the math and I loved the sciences. I was just really good at it. The precise answers in calculus or math or any type of physics, it really made sense to me. So I fell in love with it. On the other hand, history and all of those subjects that are biased and you can't really get any precise answers, I hated it. I just hated it. So after a lot of struggle of what I wanted to do, because I also liked beauty, I also liked dancing, it was so off, I finally decided that, you know, I have to go with what most people would want me to do, especially my parents. So I finally decided to be an engineer. I figured, hey, if I become a chemical engineer, I can probably come up with my own product line, do something creative with it. I started applying everywhere, from all the UCs and Cal States. I got in pretty much almost all of the schools because I had a great GPA. I had a 4.3, took a bunch of AP classes. You know, being an immigrant, I had to take advantage of everything in America. So I decided to attend Cal Poly Pomona because they had a great women's engineering program. They had a great system, and as a woman, you know, the technical industries were hard to get into, and I found out that Cal Poly Pomona has a great one, and I was set. My heart was set. I was going to go there. I had gotten in, and all was good. Of course, there's always a downfall. After I went in to do my paperwork for the school and apply for funds to be able to attend school because my family didn't have money to pay for school, I found out that I don't have a social security number. And I went to my parents and I said, hey mom and dad, what's my social security number? And they told me, well, you don't have one. I was like, what do you mean I don't have one? Everybody I know has one, and that's what I need to apply for financial aid. And they told me, well, you know, you're not illegal here, which I felt good about, but I was still not fully a resident. So it's going to take some time for us to fully be residents and then eventually citizens of the United States. This devastated me so much because here I was, a student, a high school student, being told by everybody, by my counselors, friends, that I could do whatever I want as long as I work hard, I put my mind to it, there's nothing in my way, right? I could do it if I really wanted to do something. So I worked really hard, but yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't get into the school I really wanted to go and pursue the engineering. It's like Walt Disney said, why worry if you've done the very best you can? Worrying is not going to change anything. The solution I came up with this setback was I was still going to go to college, but I was going to start off at a community college. And I was back on track with my dreams and goals and career. You know, I was excited. Nothing else can go wrong. Nothing else is in my way. Problem? No problem. I solved it, right? Well, another thing happened. As I was going to college, my brother got really sick. As he got really sick, my mom had to quit working and I had to step in to figure out what I'm going to do to work to help them. I had a friend who told me about DeVry University and told me how fast-paced and quick it is and how I can get a degree within a year or 2 years or whatnot and get a job. At this point, I had 2 part-time jobs. I was a student worker and a preschool teacher assistant, and I was also going to 2 different schools to finish my degree within a year or a year and a half, this crazy plan I had so I could work. But still, nothing was gonna get in my way. I was so determined that I found a solution. As long as I could do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna sleep, but I'm gonna do it. It was about 40 units I remember I was taking at the same time while I had 2 part-time jobs. I was changing in the car. I was driving and changing in the car. And I was also falling asleep on the playground, which is so embarrassing. I remember one time I was literally playing with the kid, and as I was playing with him during playtime or recess time outside, I found myself dozing off like this on the playground, which was don't do what I did. After about a year of doing this, I got really drained. I was so drained that I don't think I physically could do it anymore. I literally was sleeping 2 to 3 hours the most a day. But I got lucky. I got through my bachelor's program like that, and I got offered a full-time job at the right university as a student counselor to advise students in academic and financial needs to balance their personal, school, or work life. I was very fulfilled with this position. I enjoyed it so much. I found out that I love advising people, I love helping people, and it was very, very rewarding to me. Let me flash back a little bit. While I was in high school, everybody can go to this cosmetology academy. So while I was in high school, because I loved beauty, I knew it wasn't going to be a career for me, but it was definitely something I loved, and what girl doesn't want to take her electives as in beauty? So I had started that program back in high school, and in order to be a licensed cosmetologist, you have to have about 1,600 hours with training, and then you have to sit for a state board exam. So I started that back in high school. I was pretty close to being done because I did it all 4 years. I did it after school program. I took as many hours as I could take. At about 1,200 hours. So I was almost there. I only needed about 400 hours to finish that program. But I put it aside, you know, when I had to go to college, that was not a priority for me. It was just something for fun. Now fast forward back to when I was a student counselor. At this point, I decided that, hey, there's an opportunity where I'm working literally 5 steps away. There is a Paul Mitchell beauty school. Why should I leave this one thing unfinished? Let me go ahead and get it out of the way, get that license. Why not? You never know when you're gonna need it. I did that after work. I added that on my list, but thank God I was done with my bachelor's degree. But I had already started my MBA program with the same company. Hey, I had 100% tuition. Who wouldn't do that, right? I might be borderline ADHD, never been diagnosed, but I like to do a lot. So I pursued, or I tried within the same company to apply for a higher position, since now I had my MBA, to become a registrar. So this is how I opened. I got denied this job, and I hated it. I hated it because I thought I qualified. But again, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But after this happened, I will tell you why, but this is when I started believing that everything happens for a reason. I was very, very sad and very upset and very angry. I was like, how dare you guys think I'm not ready for this? I've worked so hard. I've been here for 6 years. I know I could do this. I'm ready for the next step. If you don't give me management position to get experience, how the heck am I gonna get it? But I thought long and hard, and I said, okay, what am I gonna do? Another challenge, right? I need to decide. Do I want to try to find a different job? Do I want to be more patient and get more experience and then apply for a higher position then again within the same company? I might have acted on my pissed off mood, but I said, you know what? You guys don't think I can be a leader or a manager? I'm gonna open my own business. I thought long and hard, what should I do? What can I do? What's less risky? How much money do I have? I'm so young. Who's gonna give me a business loan? What the heck am I gonna do? So all these thoughts and questions are in my head, but my anger of not getting the previous job, which again, I'm so happy I didn't get, thank you, that you didn't give me that job, that led me to pursue or change my life around. I was tired. I was thinking, you know, I did everything right. I went to college, I got my bachelor's, I got my master's, I worked, I busted my... But I was struggling to figure out what that business would be exactly. Then out of nowhere, as I was walking to my car from my job, a light bulb went on when I saw Paul Mitchell on my way, right? Said, am I stupid? Like, I have an MBA and I have a cosmetology license. The easiest, most common sense thing for me to open, at least as a first trial business to see if I am meant to be an entrepreneur or not, was a salon, right? So I finally decided that I was gonna do my own thing, right? Open my own business. And out of nowhere, randomly, right, I was finally like, yes, I got it. I know what I want to be. I want to be an entrepreneur and I'm going to figure this out. I go to my LinkedIn and I find a job offer, a great job offer that I couldn't refuse. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not meant to open my own business or be an entrepreneur. This is a sign. You know, I need to give this job a shot. And it was a great job. I said, okay, if I negotiate with this company and I get kind of close to what I want, then it's meant to be that I'm gonna take the job. I do stupid things like that. If I don't, then okay, it's not meant to be. So I did. I negotiated with them. I pretty much got what I wanted. And I was happy, so I was like, okay, I'd be stupid not to take this job. It has a great title, you know, it looks great on my resume, great opportunity, let's do it. So I took the job. It was great. Doesn't really matter what it was, because I hated it. I really hated it. I loved the pay and everything of it, but it wasn't my passion. I didn't love my day-to-day. And so I decided, you know what, there we go. This was another year of my life that I learned a few more lessons and the confirmation for myself that this is not the life I want, that I need to do something about my life and how I want to live. And this is when I finalized and decided to open Yegi, or Yegi Beauty. So I decided to open a beauty salon. Now, I had my heart set on just being an eyelash salon or an eyelash and eyebrow salon, to be niche and specialized. However, when I was thinking about names of the salon, my marketing advisor said, hey, maybe you should do Yegi Beauty or be a little bit more general, just in case maybe you want to offer other services. It's just a good branding idea. And I listened to him. I don't know if I regret it yet or not, but we started off with offering all services. So lesson learned, if you have something you feel strongly about and you have a vision and you're excited for it, go for it, because those are the people that actually end up being successful at what they do, is the people that love what they do, are passionate about it, and hey, more and more people are going towards this direction. And I can say ever since I changed careers, I've been the happiest person ever. Before I was happy, but I was a little grumpy inside. But now I can live the life I want. I can do what I want when I want, and honestly, I work way more, but I enjoy it. So now I finally decided that I'm gonna step back, reevaluate, and go back to my original plan of just being a specialized eyelash salon. Are you guys still listening? I mean, I know that's quite a roller coaster for you, and I know I'm still pretty young. I should have gray hair by now, but anyways, so I learned a few lessons that I would love to pass along. Number one thing is for me is that everything happens for a reason. Stop dwelling on it or wasting your time and energy and kicking and crying about it, like I did at times, I'll admit. But eventually you know that everything falls in its place. I mean, why did I even do cosmetology in high school? I never wanted to get into it at all. But look, now I found that as a way to change my life and do a total different career and have fun, enjoy life. But going through this crazy ups and downs in my life so far, I realized the most thing I have a real passion for is inspiring other people, motivating other people, and helping them grow and pursue their own dreams. So ultimately, once I'm older and wiser, I know I have a little bit more to go, I want to be a motivational speaker. But I didn't want to wait off to start helping and inspiring people. Therefore, wait for it, I am so excited to say that I'm going to we're going to do it. I'm going to have my own YouTube channel, The Life of Yegi. Alright, now that I have calmed down just a little bit, I'm going to have my own YouTube channel, inviting other YouTubers to talk about themselves and how they became who they are. We're gonna make it fun, we're gonna play games. You can think of it, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but we can think of it as like the Ellen show, but instead of inviting celebrities, we're gonna invite YouTube celebrities. Is that a word? YouTube celebrities! Woo! So please, please, please support my dream. I need all of you, and if I can help with anything on your end, please let me know. I love to help. And yeah, please, please, please again, subscribe to my channel, like the video, share it, thumbs up. I don't know what else people say. This is my first real video. Bye!